Did you know that our early experiences cast a long shadow on our adult relationships? Research suggests that a staggering 75% of our attachment style, the way we connect with others emotionally, is shaped by our childhood experiences. This means that our earliest bonds with caregivers lay the foundation for how we give and receive love later in life. Understanding this connection is crucial for building healthy and fulfilling relationships. By recognizing the influence of our past, we can start to unravel the complexities of our own love styles and those of our partners. This awareness paves the way for greater empathy, compassion, and ultimately, stronger bonds. From the moment we are born, we are hardwired to seek connection. This innate drive for connection is not just a survival mechanism, but also a fundamental aspect of our emotional and psychological development. The bonds we form in our earliest days and years lay the groundwork for how we will interact with the world and the people in it. Our early relationships with caregivers, primarily our parents, shape our understanding of what love looks and feels like. These initial interactions teach us about trust, empathy, and emotional regulation. When a parent responds to a baby's cries, they are not just addressing a need, but also teaching the child that the world is a safe place where their needs will be met. These experiences form the basis of our attachment style, a blueprint for how we approach intimacy and connection in adult relationships. Attachment styles can be broadly categorized into secure and insecure types, with the latter further divided into anxious, avoidant, and disorganized. Each style represents a different way of relating to others, influenced by the consistency and quality of early caregiving. If our caregivers were consistently responsive to our needs, providing a secure base from which to explore the world, we are more likely to develop a secure attachment style. This secure attachment fosters confidence, allowing us to form healthy, trusting relationships. We learn that we can rely on others and that it's safe to be vulnerable. This means we feel comfortable with intimacy and trust our partners to be there for us. Securely attached individuals tend to have healthier, more satisfying relationships because they are able to communicate their needs and respond to their partner's needs effectively. However, if our early experiences were characterized by inconsistency, neglect, or trauma, we may develop insecure attachment styles such as anxious or avoidant. Anxiously attached individuals often crave closeness but fear abandonment, leading to clinginess and dependency. Avoidantly attached individuals, on the other hand, may distance themselves emotionally, fearing intimacy and vulnerability. These styles reflect adaptations to less than ideal caregiving environments and can lead to challenges in forming secure and fulfilling relationships later in life. Understanding our attachment style can be the first step towards healing and developing healthier relationship patterns. By recognizing the impact of our early bonds, we can work towards creating more secure and supportive connections in our adult lives. When we are unaware of our own and our partner's attachment styles, we risk misinterpreting each other's needs and behaviors. This can lead to misunderstandings, conflicts, and a breakdown in communication. For example, an anxiously attached individual might crave constant reassurance and closeness, while their avoidantly attached partner might perceive this neediness as suffocating. Without understanding the root of these differences, resentment and frustration can build, leading to a vicious cycle of unmet needs and emotional distance. Learning to recognize the different ways people express and experience love is essential for bridging these communication gaps. By understanding our own attachment styles and those of our partners, we can start to speak each other's love languages more effectively. Section 4. Decoding the language of love, secure, anxious, and avoidant styles. Securely attached individuals tend to be comfortable with intimacy, trust easily, and communicate their needs effectively. They are often seen as the ideal in relationships because they can balance closeness and independence. This balance allows them to form deep, meaningful connections without feeling overwhelmed or suffocated. They are generally more satisfied in their relationships and can handle conflicts in a healthy manner. Their ability to trust and be trusted creates a stable foundation for long-term partnerships. They seek closeness and support from their partners while also respecting their need for independence. This mutual respect and understanding foster a nurturing environment where both partners can grow individually and together. Securely attached individuals are also more likely to support their partner's personal goals and ambitions, creating a dynamic where both feel valued and understood. Anxiously attached individuals often crave closeness and reassurance. They may have experienced inconsistent caregiving in their early years, leading to a deep-seated fear of abandonment. This fear can drive them to seek constant validation from their partners, sometimes to the point of overwhelming them. Their heightened sensitivity to their partner's actions and words can make them prone to misinterpretations and overreactions. They might worry about their partner's love and feel insecure in the relationship. This insecurity can manifest in various ways, such as excessive texting, needing constant reassurance, or feeling threatened by their partner's interactions with others. These behaviors, while stemming from a place of fear, can strain the relationship and create a cycle of anxiety and reassurance seeking. This can manifest as clinginess, jealousy, or a constant need for validation. Anxiously attached individuals may find it challenging to trust their partner fully, leading to frequent misunderstandings and conflicts. Their intense need for closeness can sometimes push their partner away, creating a paradox where their efforts to secure the relationship actually undermine it. Avoidantly attached individuals, on the other hand, equate intimacy with a loss of independence. They often value self-sufficiency and may have learned early on that relying on others can lead to disappointment. This mindset can make it difficult for them to open up emotionally, as they fear vulnerability might lead to being hurt or controlled. They might struggle to express their emotions and maintain emotional distance to protect themselves from potential hurt. This emotional distance can be misinterpreted by their partners as disinterest or coldness, leading to further misunderstandings. Avoidantly attached individuals might prioritize their personal space and autonomy over the relationship, sometimes at the expense of emotional intimacy. It's important to remember that these are just broad categories, and everyone falls somewhere on the attachment spectrum. Our attachment styles are not set in stone and can evolve with self-awareness and effort. Understanding where we and our partners fall on this spectrum can help us navigate our relationships more effectively and compassionately. Understanding these styles is not about labeling ourselves or our partners, but rather about gaining insight into our relationship patterns and developing healthier ways of connecting. By recognizing our own attachment tendencies, we can work towards creating more secure and fulfilling relationships. This journey often involves open communication, empathy, and sometimes professional guidance to help us break free from unhelpful patterns and build stronger, more resilient connections. Section 5. A Therapist's Tale Witnessing a Love Transformation. In my practice, I've witnessed countless couples struggling to bridge the divide created by their different attachment styles. These differences often manifest in ways that can be deeply painful and confusing for both partners. The journey to understanding and healing is rarely straightforward, but it is always worth the effort. One couple, Sarah and Mark, came to me on the brink of separation. Their relationship was fraught with misunderstandings and emotional turmoil. They felt trapped in a cycle of conflict that seemed impossible to break. Sarah, anxiously attached, constantly craved reassurance from Mark, who, being avoidantly attached, withdrew further with each demand. This dynamic created a vicious cycle where Sarah's need for closeness pushed Mark away, and Mark's need for space made Sarah even more anxious. Through our sessions, they began to understand that their reactions were not personal attacks, but rather ingrained responses rooted in their childhood experiences. This realization was a pivotal moment in their therapy. It allowed them to see each other not as adversaries, but as partners facing a common challenge. As they learned to recognize their individual attachment styles, they could communicate their needs more effectively and respond to each other with empathy and understanding. They practiced active listening and began to validate each other's feelings, which helped to rebuild trust and intimacy. Witnessing their transformation was incredibly rewarding. They moved from a place of pain and disconnection to one of mutual respect and emotional safety. Their journey was a testament to the power of commitment and the willingness to grow together. They learned to create a secure base for each other, fostering a relationship built on trust, respect, and emotional intimacy. They started to dream together again, setting goals and envisioning a future filled with love and understanding. This experience, among many others, solidified my belief in the transformative power of understanding attachment styles. It reinforced the idea that with the right tools and a willingness to work through challenges, couples can overcome even the most daunting obstacles and build a stronger, more resilient bond. Section 6. The enduring influence of childhood on adult love. The way we love is deeply intertwined with our earliest experiences of love. Our childhoods, though in the past, continue to shape our present relationships. Recognizing this connection is not about assigning blame, but about fostering understanding and compassion. When we understand the roots of our own and our partner's attachment styles, we can start to break free from unhealthy relationship patterns and build stronger, more fulfilling connections. We can learn to communicate our needs effectively, respond to each other with empathy, and create a secure base for love to flourish. Section 7. Your love story. Reflecting on your own experiences. Take a moment to reflect on your own relationship patterns. Do you find yourself constantly seeking reassurance or, conversely, pulling away when things get too close? Recognizing your own attachment style is the first step towards building healthier and more fulfilling relationships. Remember, understanding attachment styles is not about labeling ourselves or our partners, but about gaining valuable insight into the dynamics at play in our relationships. By embracing this knowledge, we can start rewriting our love stories, creating connections that are both passionate and secure.